important event, and I thank my deepest gratitude to Saudi Aramco and the organizers and the sponsors for making this happen. I hope it works fine. Yes, it did. I hope my presentation will be informative and light. It's about an important subject that we've all heard about and known. I will give you some updates on familiar things you know and others that maybe are new. These are the contents of the presentation. The first one is about sustainability in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and how it correlates with others in the world, environmental regulations in the Kingdom, and the vision and environment. The last but not least are the initiatives of GAMIP and the Ministry of Water, Agriculture and Environment. Of course, we all know now that sustainability and the NTP 2020 and the Vision 2030 are all aligned together in a very integrated fashion. We've heard about the goals, the SDGs and the Millennium, and of course the Brundtland report, when it was released back in 1987, it had so many content related to environmental sustainability and long-term and short-term objectives that are well aligned with the NTP and the Vision, because they all meet in 2030 and in 2015 when the NTP was released. About the 20th century, 21st century Saudi Arabia, a lot of changes. We see the new Ministry of Environment, and the new GAMIP rules will be issued soon, and launch, of course, of the NTP 2020 and the Vision 2030, and the National Environmental Strategy issued by MIWA. This is again another look at the global goals and how they integrate with the Vision 2030 and the Millennium Development Goals. They all meet again in the 2030. The 17 goals, in short, as my colleague said, Dr. Dina, are about 3 important fundamentals, all in one: fight global poverty, justice, and sustainability. These are the Millennium Development Goals. Of course, again, the same subject. And number 7 is about environmental sustainability. And again, another look at the 17 goals. We all, I think, are familiar with them and know them, and they're published on the website. But this is a reminder so that we really understand them and correlate with them in our daily work, because in each one of us, we will have a kind of a work system that will relate one way or another to these goals. Environmental regulation in KSA, this is a very important subject, and I always receive questions from colleagues about this. First of all, we have the GAMIP, the General Authority for Meteorology and Environment. We have 2 reports, the annual report and the State of the Environment report. They're all published on the website, and they have very important information for environmental specialists. And this is how serious the UN is about implementing the 17 goals. They have visualized them in their building in the UN in New York. This is the national legislation in Saudi Arabia. Of course, as previous sessions said, that they have to be aligned together in order to work properly. This is the Saudi Environmental Strategy, where we evaluate all of the environmental components all together in one holistic view. And the objectives, the main objective of all this, in fact, is not environment, it's the quality of life. Because without a high quality of life, what's the use of having